Welcome to the Abyss. We're back today playing more Slay the Spire. And today we're going to play more Silent on Ascension 20 because I haven't had enough punishment yet. And this is totally a different day. This isn't just me recording another episode back to back with the last one. So I'm definitely not tilted. And everything's going to go well. We're fighting Slime Boss. That's usually a start where things are going well with Silent. I'm stuck with Niazelmat without a free elite. So take max health, I guess. I like this path that goes left here. I can get fire, elite, fire. And then potentially shop, elite, fire, burning elite. Sounds like a fun path. I'm just going to take the HP here. Silent's pretty good at the early fights. Maybe we can get through them without taking damage. I'm going to start over here. And we're going to go left. And we're going to immediately have 16 damage coming at my face. But I'm just going to block here. Try not to take damage. Hopefully they're not. Of course they're both going to attack again. But I'm going to block again. Nice try. They can't attack 3 times in a row. So I'm free to kill one here. Barely. We barely draw the damage to do that. But we did. And now I do have to take 2 damage. Because the Spire's just been out to get me lately. I don't know if you watched my last 2 episodes. I'm sure they were hilarious though. Oh, we have a fairy. And we have cards that do not deal damage. So, since none of these deal damage, I'm going to take a prepared. Because it at least gives me a foot in the door on draw discard. I'm going to lose max health for the golden idol, which means we're going to have a lot of money on this run. That's pretty cool. I get to kill the green slime here and hopefully draw well enough. Nah, we take 4, of course. Of course we're going to take damage. Has to happen. But this is okay. It's a nice turn. I think we kill here. And get out of here unscathed. Get an explosive potion. That's going to be useful. And a damage card. I'll take a skewer. Not the best damage card, but it's definitely not the worst either. And look at this. We already benefit from the prepared. Allowed me to full block by drawing the survivor. Now I just skewer for sure. Definitely want to get this skewer upgraded as soon as possible. Which is hopefully soon. I don't think I prepared here. I just defend survivor. Play strike for fun. So much fun. It's a fun game. That's why I play it all the time. Because it's fun. Even when you're having bad luck, I still enjoy it. And all-out attack. I said we were fighting Slime Boss, yeah? Give me the all-out attack. It's a little awkward with skewer, but it deals damage. Which is more than I can say for the other cards in being offered. So, we'll enjoy that. And this might be a decent split with skewer next turn. No, it isn't a very good split. I might want to block here. Take 8 to block here. Yeah, I couldn't even have split because of the weekend. And now, continue playing defensively. Bleeding health. Now we just play this, yeah? Although again, it sucks to have all-out attack here. You know what? If all-out attack discards skewer, I can full block. So. And it didn't. Cool, cool. I'm surprised that split though. I didn't think that was how that worked. Shows what I know. I think I actually want to take 2 to strike once on the front one here to guarantee that I can kill the front one next turn. Maybe I don't guarantee that with the weekend. I do. Although I don't want to. Another strike. Lovely. Well, sometimes the Spire's just out to get you. And it feels like that's me today. But we got a Terror. Terror's good. And I have a fairy, so I'm going to upgrade. Let's upgrade this skewer. And I'm going to fight this elite because I need to get stronger. Not a good turn 1. Really wanted to see terror there. Not a good turn 2 because we continue to not see terror. And looks like the fairy is getting kissed goodbye. Not quite yet. Soon though. Get ready. Prepare to kiss the fairy goodbye. Yeah. This turn is when we lose our fairy. Just bad draw order. I could have preserved that fairy with the potion. I didn't feel like that was worth it though. And do I take a dagger spray? Sure. Not the greatest card. Let's see. Probably need to rest. I don't want to though. One of these days there's going to be a waffle in that shop, and I'm going to be sad that I rested. This is a really bad mob bank if I go the way I'm planning to go to, because it's going to break in 2 floors. So, just more awesome stuff being offered to me from the Spire. Let's upgrade Terror. Yeah, upgrade Terror. I need to be able to play it all the time. Oh, we got some health. Cool. Maybe I don't feel so bad about greeting that upgrade. Let's see. I think the correct move here is to tank 4. Just play Dagger Spray all out attack. Nice job not discarding Ascender's Bane on me. All out attacks got my back. Now I get to kill here and deal damage on the Jawworm, who hopefully we're going to kill with Skewer. Yeah, we do. Alright. Not horrible. We get an attack potion. Cards I don't want. And I'm going to go to the shop. Sorry, Mawbank. You're probably getting broken here. Maybe the Spire will be generous and give me a horrible shop where I don't want to spend money. Which, maybe this counts as. I do love Shuriken on Silent. Makes Blade Dances even better. It's going to be hard to use with my current loadout. Although Skewer is actually nice because you can play Skewer for 0 and it still counts as an attack. Let's go big. Go big or go home, is what I always say. And recently we've been doing a lot of the latter. We've been going home. So maybe we can put a stop to that. I really shouldn't use either of these potions in this fight either, huh? Since I've doomed myself to a Burning Elite. I do feel like I need to scale my strength at every given opportunity. And you know what? I guess I will potentially use that explosive potion depending on what we draw next turn. So this deals 10, this deals 11, that's 21. I can also just kill with Skewer. I'm gonna defend here over striking. Like I said, I'm okay using the explosive potion in this fight because it's better in this fight than any other. And I guess I put Terror down here, and that means I don't need the explosive potion. We can just Dagger Spray, defend, all out attack. Okay. That actually worked out decently. And now I can actually strike the front one before I kill the back one. Take 0. And hopefully kill. Alright. Better than expected. I get a Cultist Potion, which means I should have used that explosive potion, although I don't think it saved me any health there. We get a Gyria, which is pretty cool. And a Glass Knife. Glass Knife is powerful. I'm going to take this. I'm also going to rest into this Burning Elite. That's not going big or going home, though, is it? I don't hate upgrading the Glass Knife. That's going to help a lot against really anybody. It's either Lagavulin or Gremlin Knob. Maybe the actual best play is to upgrade Glass Knife here. We have 2 solid potions. If it's Lagavulin, we can scale our strength a lot with the Cultist Potion. And if it's Gremlin Knob, we have the attack potion, and hopefully we draw terror early. If we don't, we pretty much die regardless of whether or not I rest. So yeah, let's I'm gonna upgrade here the Glass Knife. And we're gonna pray to the gods of the Spire to be generous to me. This is bad. This is a very, very bad draw. About as bad as you could hope for. We saw both my best damage cards on the same turn when I can't play them both, and we did not get terror turn 1. So, let's use this attack potion, which is also horrible. Cool. Happy about it. And then what I do is I play Glass Knife, Strike, Strike, Skewer, Finisher. Decent damage. We still might die. I get to Dagger Spray Strike here, and it basically depends on if we get to Terror or not. So, no reason not to survive her here. Okay, Terror. Thank you, Terror. Is that enough, though? Not even enough. Okay. Well, this is the way the Spire's been going lately. Been having a lot of bad luck, and maybe I'm playing too aggressive. But that's about to end. Because this run, this is like what, 6 horrible losses where I've only gotten out of Act 1. Never even made it to the Act 2 boss. But, yeah, we're putting an end to that right now. Now's Lament can actually get me a free elite. So let's try to get that free elite. I'm going to go up to right here. Take some early events. Get into the run. Get into the meat of the run faster. We get a Ghost in a Jar and a Dash. Both perfectly good. I'll take the upgrade for health. Hit Survivor, not horrible. Take this easy win here. Get a Fire Potion, useful. Deadly Poison into Guardian, I will take. And gold for health. Going into a shop, sure. Give me gold. Probably rest at this upcoming fire. Feels like I buy membership card and pray that we get lucky later on. I could also get, so if I buy membership card, can I still afford well-laid plans? This leaves me with 33 and 6, 39. I think that means no, because 39 is not half of 85. Maybe it's smarter to buy the well-laid plans here, but I'm not a smart guy, so give me the membership card. And I'm not going to take flechettes here. Am I going to remove a strike? Yes, I am. Alright. Now we'll rest, even with the Ghost in the Jar. We're going to fight this elite, which is free. Get a Preserved Insect. That's good. Nightmare. Sure. It's fun. Nightmare's fun. Even if it's not necessarily good right now. Has a lot of potential to be good later. And we just got Preserved Insect. That's a pretty good start to a run. So we can take a lot of elites, theoretically. I think I'm okay taking one here. Alright. Don't want a Block Potion. Do want a Bouncing Flask. Okay. Good things are... And we get Snecko Skull. Good things really can happen. You just have to lose like 6 times in a row. And then eventually things will start to go your way. Don't quit, everybody out there. Nobody likes a quitter. You just gotta keep trying. Eventually good things will happen. I'm sure of it. Just survive or strike. Don't feel like I need to use a potion here. That fire potion could be really important against Guardian too. Help us transform in the first cycle if we draw poorly. If we bottom deck all our poison cards. And dash. Doesn't quite kill here. Hopefully we draw damage next turn. We technically draw damage next turn. Cool. Alright. Fight's going pretty well. Who knew a Preserve Insect was so powerful? These draws have been kind of rough, but yeah. Yeah. Nice job, Nightmare. You did it. Jesus Christ. I do have attacks in this deck, yeah? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Smiling Mask. That's going to help us get a lot of removes. Don't think I want an energy potion. We'll take a leg sweep. Leg sweep's good, especially in a Guardian. And I get to upgrade a card in my deck. I was going to do that anyway, but let's do it now. Get Bouncing Flask on this fire. I'm going to get the Deadly Poison on this one. And unless I see something better, we'll upgrade Nightmare to make it actually usable. So that is interesting. Potentially exciting, fun times here. Feels like I should Bouncing Flask. It's a lot of damage to take, though. This is 16. And I have to take 15. I'm gonna leg sweep defend here. Take 2 instead. So I have dash, Deadly Poison this turn, and that should help me get a pretty good split, I think. So he splits on this turn no matter what. We see Deadly Poison again. That's great. And now we just have 2 13 health slimes to deal with. And they're basically dead. Not completely dead, but mostly dead. This is fine. Yeah, alright. Get me out of here. And a backflip. Probably want that. Especially in the Guardian. I'll take it. And we get to go to another shop where I can at the very least remove another card. Oh, and look, see? You take this Well-Laid Plans that's on sale. And I see you, Apotheosis. I see you down there. I can't afford Apotheosis and Well-Laid Plans. Tough call. Surely we're going to get offered Pyramid again, right? I'm going Apo. Sorry, Well-Laid Plans. I'll get you next time. The third time I see Well-Laid Plans, that's when you take it. Apotheosis is just too good to ignore. You get a nice big deck, get it all upgraded, have a good time. I think I am going to need that fire potion here, though. Unless we draw extraordinarily well next turn, which I don't even know what that would be. Have to be like strike, neutralize, Bouncing Flask. Might not even be enough. Yeah, and we did not draw that well, in fact. So, strike, explosive potion gets us there, though, yeah? Fire potion. So let's do that. That's why I saved it for that exact turn, in case in the event that we draw poorly. And now, I think I have to take a little damage here. Might as well get the weaken down for next turn, though. The upgraded neutralize. So I take 3 here, but then this next attack is smaller. And yeah, just keep the weaken active. Not going to play neutralize this time. We already have 4 turns of weaken. and I would have had to take it 1 damage to do that. Now I think I just backflip. Dash is fine. Okay. Already a promising run compared to what I've been dealing with the past. I don't even know how many losses in a row that was over the last 3 episodes, including this one. Feels like at least 6. Maybe it was 7. That's, oh no. Oh no, I just realized what I said. The stupid fucking Zoomers. You're all old people who listen to me, right? You don't even know what that shit means. It doesn't mean anything. It's just as stupid as it sounds. So pay no mind to the 6s and the 7s. I don't think I want any of these cards. It's not even a very good Envenom, even with Snecko Skull. Right? I mean, if you want Envenom, it is when you have Snecko Skull. Usually you want like Blade Dances or a Flechettes with Retain. Those are things that make it good. I think I'm skipping here. Sad as it is to skip my rare card. And Velvet Choker isn't bad with poison, because I'm pretty much not playing more than 6 cards right now anyway. Strike removes is cool. Silent really struggles on 3 energy though. And I'm afraid of the Runic Dome right now. I feel like my block isn't consistent enough for that to be okay. I'm going to go Velvet Choker here. Odd pick. Makes me really happy I didn't take that Envenom though. And let's see. Don't want to go to that early shop, in spite of the fact that I can remove for cheap. Ooh, I like this path though. That very late Burning Elite seems doable. We have fires on either side. 2 fires in a shop. 3. Look at the upgrades. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fires if I want to. We probably won't go to all those. I'll probably get an Elite or 2 on the way up there. But it's interesting that it's an option. Let's start this way though. I guess just strike 4 times. This is why you don't want strikes in your deck, because you don't want to draw those on turn 1. I'm going to backflip, looking for Bouncing Flask, which we get. Now if the Spire would grace us with a Catalyst, we could have a pretty strong run here. Maybe I could potentially even make it back to a later act than what I've been doing. I'm trying to decide between dash and, like, I'm thinking either dash leg sweep, which gives me safety next turn with the weaken, or just apotheosis, then I guess dash survivor, which is scarier because not only does it not get weaken up for next turn, but it also means I add in 1 additional dazed to the draw pile. So I think I'm just going to add the 1 dazed, which is dash leg sweep, full block this turn, have weaken down for next turn. And I guess I agonized over nothing because I could have just done math and realized that I was killing with poison. Cool. I'm obviously locked in. I don't think I want these cards. Endless Agony and Slice are really bad with Velvet Choker. And I already have a Deadly Poison, so no thank you. Oh, my good friend, Shell Parasite, who absolutely demolished me a few runs ago. 2 times in a row at that. Scary to draw all my block this turn. Think we're okay though, thanks to dash. Just dash Bouncing Flask here. So nice having Bouncing Flask deal 16 poison instead of the weak 12 that it usually does. I'm just going to backflip here because I don't want to draw a strike and defend next turn. Play the strike for posterity. Doesn't really matter too much. I get to deadly, dash, and I don't even need a survivor. Cool. We showed that stupid shell parasite what for. Don't think I want a Bane. Dodge and roll's okay with Apotheosis. Still don't want it though. Give me like card draw cards and get me that Apotheosis sooner. That would be pretty dope. I think I just dash here. Dash, defend, defend. And I'm actually going to use this energy potion this turn to take 0. So we'll defend, defend, get deadly down, and full block. It's not the greatest potion. And we're probably going to see more potions. I will take 2 here to play Bouncing Flask, I think. That feels worth it to me. And it even hit a somewhat favorable location. So can't say I hate that. And there's the Apotheosis. Hiding on the bottom of the deck, as usual. It's what it likes to do. At least when I get it. Dash does nothing here, so just pass. Guess I could have Nightmared the dash. Keep me safe this turn. But we're safe enough. What's a Mystic gonna do, really? And yeah, now I really just want to see a Catalyst. And this deck is going to be amazing. Give me a Piercing Whale. Piercing Whale's good. Upgrade a card. Doesn't really help with Apotheosis. I guess upgrade Nightmare. Really doesn't matter. Neutralize. I'm just looking at things that are nice to have pre-upgraded. I guess Dash is okay. Piercing Whale's a one-time use, though. So we should probably do Piercing Whale. Or Nightmare. I don't really have any good options for Nightmare right now. Ah, fuck it. We'll do Nightmare first. Because I said fuck it. And now, do I want to take this Elite? Yeah, I want to take these 2 Elites if we can. So I'm going to go this way. Get an early shop, which I don't love. Dolly's Mirror. Can I have a second copy of Bouncing Flask? Pre-upgraded. Is this a time for Sadistic Nature? Usually when you ask yourself that question, the answer is no. Something along the lines of no. This is kind of cool, though. I think the reason the answer is no is because I can't afford Sadistic Nature and card remove. And I really want to start getting these strikes out of my deck. So then the only question is Dolly's Mirror on Bouncing Flask, which is really powerful with the Snecko Skull. Or I don't think with Velvet Choker you ever really want After Image or Blade Dance. Obviously not Blade Dance. The other way I could go is like maybe buy Bronze Scales. I think I'd rather just have a second Bouncing Flask though, so I can get it more consistently on more turns. 16 poison is so much. So give me another one of those and remove a strike. And we will continue onward to this Elite. We have the, what you call it, we have the Preserved Insect. So that's helping out a lot. I think I dash, doesn't matter where I dash, because I need 2 attacks to kill that front gremlin anyway. And now hopefully we don't get attacked this turn, and I can just Bouncing Flask for free. I guess I backflip looking for Bouncing Flask. We don't draw it. Nice job, Bouncing Flask. Is it ever Nightmare Piercing Whale here? That's an idea. Yeah, that keeps me safe next turn. I'm going to Nightmare Piercing Whale here. Oh, what a decision. Boy, did that ever pay off. Really sucks drawing Bouncing Flask when there's a bunch of gremlins I can't kill. So, what's the best way to deal with this? I'm thinking Piercing Whale, or I'm thinking a Leg Sweep on the leader and Strike on the wizard, who needs to be dead in a timely manner. It's definitely a really bad draw order here. But hopefully that extra piercing whale play is going to bail us out on this. So far the answer is no. Guess I have to YOLO this bouncing flask. Okay, and that lets me kill that gremlin and take 0. Hopefully I draw the means to kill the wizard next turn. We're going to have a bad time. At least we don't get attacked here by the gremlin leader. Would have been bad if that had happened. So, how much do I trust Bouncing Flask? I need it to hit that wizard twice. Surely that's going to happen, yeah? 50-50 chance. Come on, Bouncing Flask. Alright. Alright, you hit him an extra time, but we're going to call that a win. We'll take that. That is acceptable work, Bouncing Flask. Now I think I actually dash to this gremlin and then just double strike here. Don't want these gremlins hanging around. Really sucks that I don't have more area damage to take care of them in a more swift manner. Let's see. I think we almost win this fight if I just play that there. And I'm not going to Piercing Wail here. No need to. Yeah. Hopefully I can deal 8 damage to the leader next turn. And we get dash. Cool. Fight went really well. For a bad draw order, I think we played that correctly. Akabeko is not going to do a lot, and these are horrible. Well, are they really, though? So the thing I'm looking at right now is setup. Because I have a lot of 2-cost cards. And setup is actually good with those. It's also nice deck manipulation. So, you know, say I draw both Bouncing Flasks on the same turn, like we did this fight, I can separate them. With that, it's awkward with no retain. But we're definitely going to see another well-laid plans at some point, yeah? Well-laid plans wouldn't get mad at me for skipping it twice. That's probably not the case. Probably want to definitely Bouncing Flask here. Do I ever Nightmare Bouncing Flask? That's a fun idea. I was thinking about setting something up, but let's do that. Nightmare Bouncing Flask. It's a lot of poison. And that's not a horrible split. Actually would have liked it more maybe if it focused on one or the other. This is fine though. I can neutralize, defend, Bouncing Flask. And if I strike here, he's dead next turn anyway, so I don't need to strike there. Alright, would have been a good time for Piercing Wail. This is fine though. Because I can dash Survivor, take 0. An acceptable amount to take. This deck would really love Catalyst, and it would really love a Corpse Explosion. Hopefully, well, first of all, hopefully we beat this act. And hopefully we get offered Corpse Explosion after this act. That would be really cool. We could get offered it at any time, though. It could come right now. With the Ghost in the Jar, I'm less excited about Alchemize. I'm still going to take it, though. Because that's powerful. And let's keep fighting elites. Because I have a Preserved Insect. Maybe it's worth using that Ghost in the Jar right now. Since, you know, the Book of Stabbing is bound and determined to do his big hit on me turn 1. Which I think is like a 15% chance of happening. It's very uncommon. I sure see it a lot, though. Yeah, I'm just going to Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, and I'm less excited about trying to save this ghost with the Alchemize. So, I don't feel like that was a waste of a potion. This is a very bad turn. Looks like we're taking some damage here, unless you want to give me another ghost. Let's see. 32 more poison puts it up to 55. We win next turn. There's nothing I can do that stops me from taking 21 here. Unless... What if I use both my potions? So, Dupe Pot on Bouncing Flask does 32 poison. That gives us 55 poison. Then I strike. That is 64. 1. And then the Firebomb does another 20. Which means the Book of Stabbing lives on 1 health. So, even with both my potions, we couldn't do anything about that. So we take 21 here, but we win the fight. And I have Apotheosis, so I don't mind resting, right? Not a big deal. You just rest. You'll be fine. Just block there for fun. We get a Lizard Tail. Okay, and look at this card. That's the exact card I was asking for. Love when the game does that to me. Starting to feel a little bit less cursed here. I don't hate Happy Flower. I have a lot of high cost stuff. Bonus energy is good. Maybe we don't need it. With Velvet Choker. I'm going to... Tempting to skip this. Makes it easier to take a cursed key. And we could get something way better than this. Than just 1 energy every 3rd turn. I'm also not great at like setting these relics up. Although waiting 2 turns isn't that hard. I'm going to skip here. Feel like we're going to get something better. Maybe we're going to get something horrible, and I'm totally wrong about that. But we'll find that out later. Together. I actually don't hate getting attacked turn 1 there since I had to block. And now... Guess we'll use Fire Potion. Play the Alchemize. And I think that's enough poison to kill, yeah? Cool. As long as we can deal 1 damage next turn. Seems like we can. Alright. Nice Snake Plant. Second Dupe Potion. Sure? I might actually prefer the Explosive Potion. Specifically if we see Slavers. Although Corpse Explosion on... Or Dupe Pot on Corpse Explosion could be just as good there. I'm gonna opt for Potion Diversity, I think. Do I want another Backflip? Feels like I do, yeah. Deflect also not horrible here. I'm gonna choose Backflip though. And let's rest here, because I don't care about my upgrades. Apotheosis. Do I even want to go to a shop? Yes, because we have Smiling Mask. Continue removing strikes. Feels like a good move. And again, I don't like Prismatic Shard with Poison. Doesn't synergize well. I don't think I buy anything here other than a strike remove. The Fruit Juice is tempting. It's not a bad deal versus what Fruit Juice usually costs, because it's half price with the membership card. And I have Lizard Tail. Yeah, you know what? Let's discard this Explosive Potion and buy this Fruit Juice. It's a pretty good deal. About 10 gold for a point of health. Seems reasonable. And do I want to upgrade anything? It would probably be Alchemize. It's the only one I really care about. We're going to rest after this Burning Elite, right? Surely they won't kill me. Right? Surely the Burning Elite is not going to kill me here. I mean, we have Preserved Insect. I'm going to upgrade Alchemize. Might be wrong to do that. We'll find out in a minute when I'm either alive or dead. It is Slavers. Metallicized Slavers is pretty bad. Um, let's see. Does it ever just dupe pot piercing whale? It's a weird decision. If I dupe pot dash, we get close to killing the back one. And with corpse explosion, we only need to kill the back one. Let's dupe pot dash here. And then play piercing whale and take 0. And I guess just strike here too. So corpse explosion kills as soon as we draw it. Which is definitely going to be next turn, right? Come on, one-time corpse explosion. Yeah. So this does 48, even with the block, 48 kills. So. And I didn't play Alchemize. Let's try to draw Alchemize. Nice. Perfect fight. Couldn't ask for anything better. And I get a Shuriken, which is not going to be helpful, but that's fine. Probably don't want a Terror. Don't think I want another Deadly. No, we're not really doing physical damage here. We're doing poison damage. And mental damage to me. Maybe I want... Prepared? Technically cycles a deck faster, although that's only true after Apotheosis is played. I think I'm going to say no to Prepared. And we're going to rest here, because I don't have any other upgrades I care about, right? Yeah, no, we're good. So, let's take a little nap. Ensure a victory against the champ, which should be pretty easy with poison here. Turn 1 Apotheosis, making it even better. Do have to miss my poison first time around. But that's why we got a second copy of Bouncing Flask. I could Nightmare Alchemize. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. Smoke Bomb, lovely. Just going to discard that. It's obviously not getting used in this fight. And play some Alchemizes. Let's use the Swift Potion. Draw closer to actual poison cards that I want to play. I'll just drink that, I guess. Not going to be super useful. Dupe Pot. Dupe Pot's cool. Okay. So, I think I just Deadly. Defend. Oh, I can't. That was stupid. Forgot about all the Alchemizes I played. That's okay. We have health to spare. I could even dupe pot this Bouncing Flask right now, which honestly doesn't even feel necessary. Just going to play it and play Corpse Explosion. We want to get as much poison as we can on Champ before he gets to half health. Although we're probably not going to kill him. You know, without entering phase 2. Trying to decide if I want to dupe pot the Piercing Whale here. Save some health. Let's do it. Okay. Keep playing poison cards. I guess I do want a backflip here. And then let's set up the leg sweep for next turn. Keep me nice and safe. Strike for 1 damage. Very important thing to do. And now I just leg sweep, Bouncing Flask. Defend. Don't even need to defend again. Okay. So we got a couple turns to kill Champ here. Doesn't feel like we're going to do it that fast. He's clearing his debuffs this turn, which means any poison I apply right now just gets washed away, other than the initial damage we do from it. So I think what that means... I could do a lot of damage, though. So, I could set up Bouncing Flask. That's also going to draw me through the deck faster. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Set up Bouncing Flask, backflip into it, play Bouncing Flask, and Corpse Explosion. Get him down to 113 health, which is scary. But I think we're going to have the poison to get this kill here. Take 3. 3's acceptable. Alright, we didn't get Bouncing Flask. It's okay. For now. 34 is a lot. Again, I can set up dash, though. Backflip into it. Play that. And then definitely Bouncing Flask here. The only question is, do I deadly or do I defend? If I deadly... we have another Bouncing Flask coming. I'm just going to block here. Because I think we kill turn after this one. Which is enough. Do have to Bouncing Flask. And we do take a bit of damage here. But we win. Take 19 and win is acceptable. As far as I'm concerned. So, this game has an Act 3. I was unaware. I could take a second Corpse Explosion here, but, I mean, you just take Wraith Form, yeah? Wraith Form's amazing. Virtually all the time. This is an interesting call. I don't want Calling Bell. What about this Snecko Eye, though? We have a lot of 2-cost things. We just got a Wraith Form. That makes us drop more per turn. Which is going to make the Nightmare better. Makes a setup interesting. I don't know if setup works. I feel like setup doesn't work with Snecko Eye, because you reduce the cost, put it back in your pile, but then you draw it again and randomize the cost. So I think Snecko Eye breaks the setup. And if I don't take Snecko Eye, we could do craziness like, you know, set up Nightmare, set up Wraith Form, Nightmare Wraith Form. Get a shitload of Wraith Forms. So maybe I'm going to talk myself into Calling Bell here. Yeah, let's do it. Infinite 0-cost Wraith Form sounds fun to me. And we get Boot, Ink Bottle, Pocket Watch. Not horrible. I mean, the Boot's horrible. I'll always, you know, shit-talk the Boot as much as possible. But the other two give me card draw, and that's kind of what Snecko Eye was doing for me, right? 2 elites max, really? I can get 3 if I go up the right. That gives me no fires and 1 very early shop that I don't have money for. Sounds pretty unappealing. So let's go left, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to go to that early shop, do I? Well, maybe I do. Remove a strike. And I definitely want to fire before I fight an elite to upgrade Wraith Form. So I'm probably going to veer towards the middle here. Feels too early for Wraith Form in this fight. Although I could set it up and play it for 0. Just fun. Honestly, I might set it up anyway. Miss the Nightmare. I'm going to set up Wraith Form. And then just Defense Strike here. Take 1. So now I can take 0 for 2 turns. Really upsetting that I haven't seen my poison yet. Hopefully we kill in 3 turns. Oh, let's look for that poison then. Still no sign of poison. Okay, well at least I can block without the Wraith Form, so I'm going to do that instead. And I'm going to take 1 to draw extra here. With the Pocket Watch. Okay. Now I want to... Feels like just Leg Sweep Bouncing Flask. Take a bit of damage to do it that way. It's not encouraging how the beginning of this fight is going. That was just really unlucky draw order though. It's part of that problem. Take 10 here. But Pocket Watch has my back, surely. This is just dash, piercing wail, and I guess deadly. Taking a lot more damage than I was expecting to take in this fight. Really bad draw order though. And at least we get out of here now. Yikes, that was scary. Okay. Oh, but we got a regen potion. That's pretty cool. And look who it is. 2 upgraded cards that I want. Nah. No, I'm not going to be a fool. You skip well-laid plans 3 times. You are fully responsible for your own demise. So I'm not going to do that. I guess we just play that, yeah? Kind of awkward. Gives me something else I want to upgrade too, strangely. I'm going to Bouncing Flask defend here. Oh, and look, Bouncing Flask knows what's up. It hit the Exploder for me. So, I don't have to worry about getting exploded at least. Nice job, Bouncing Flask. Now I can Apotheosis. And I guess I want to target Poison on the Spiker, and then we'll just YOLO Bouncing Flask. Hits the Exploder twice. That's fine, I guess. Where's the Specimen when you need it? Not here. Oh, and I fucked up. I was supposed to use my regen potion in this fight. I'm still going to. We should be able to get a lot of the regen here. Taking a bit of damage though, aren't I? That's my mistake. That's okay though. We take 4, we'll heal that 4 back. For that reason, I'm not going to play any cards here. I guess I'll Nightmare Corpse Explosion. Not going to play it though. Let's kill the Repulsor though. Stop adding nonsense to my deck. And the Spiker's being cool. So I'll just play Well-Laid Plans. Hold it, Corpse Explosion. And it looks like we missed 1 health out of this potion. Not the end of the world. And we get Distilled Chaos, which I think I like better than a Dex Potion. Actually, I like it better than a Fear Potion. Although, I guess it does kind of suck with Velvet Choker, huh? Skip these. Not interested in those cards. I can have infinite healing from potions. That sounds like fun. 5 per fight. Feel like that's kind of hard to ignore. And I can afford that and Footwork? Yeah, who needs a card remove? Give me Footwork. And we get the Winding Halls. Probably just lose max health here. Madness is pretty bad with Velvet Choker. Fine with that, I suppose. Alright. Turn 1 Apotheosis. More turns like this, please. Probably out of backflip looking for poison. And I'm going to play said poison. Probably going to think about using Distilled Chaos next turn. Depending on what we draw. We use it in this fight. More than likely. Yeah, this feels like a good Distilled Chaos. It either blocks for me, it plays Wraith Form for free, potentially Bouncing Flask. And then depending on what it does, we can react accordingly. Could also set up Bouncing Flask and guaranteed play it that way. That feels like a bit much. I'm going to play Footwork first and then Distilled Chaos. And that worked out well. So now I have 2 card plays left. So let's do... we did get Constricted. I don't love that. I think if we just play Wraith Form next turn, we're fine in this fight, though. So I'm going to defend. And I'm going to take a little bit here to play Bouncing Flask, because I feel like it gets the fight over faster. We take 8. We hopefully draw Wraith Form this turn, yeah. And now we stop taking damage. Just defend here. And as long as we get another poison card here. Backflip looking for said poison card. We didn't get it. That's fine. Still keep drawing with Pocket Watch. And this is my last turn of intangibility, but we win the fight. So we're good. Can even defend deadly to win the fight a little more emphatically. Showing the power of Wraith form here. It's a pretty good card. Damn it. I'm going to have to take more damage though, aren't I? That's unfortunate. Let's try not to do that. Yeah, block for me, potion. Nice job. Here, have a bouncing flask. And your stupid lack of a face. Dumb enemy. Dumb tentacle enemy. I don't hate a deflect. Maybe crippling cloud's just better. Maybe they're all unnecessary. I'll take one copy of deflect. Pretty good. And now we're obviously going to upgrade the Wraith form. In case I draw it early. And I can get 2 more fires. So the other upgrade will be Well-Laid Plans. And hopefully we'll continue to draw Apotheosis, so those upgrades won't matter. Can't count on that though. Let's see. This kills that dagger and full blocks for me, so that's good. Let's play Well-Laid Plans here for sure. And now, I think I just hold something like Survive or Neutralize. Sounds pretty good. Don't want to play Neutralize this turn because of the Pocket Watch. And now we just Wraith form, yeah? Wraith form. Backflip. And Neutralize. Hold Bouncing Flask and Footwork. Hopefully we can get poison started on Reptomancer soon here. I think we're good though. I can... Is it YOLO Bouncing Flask? Feels like no. Tempted to put Corpse Explosion on one of the daggers since they both die automatically this turn. That can deal 21 damage to Repto for me. And potentially kill the dagger that gets spawned in. So let's play Corpse Explosion there. I'm going to Alchemize. And let's just use that poison. Right now. Because I need to get poison going on Repto. I think I'm going to break the Pocket Watch here by playing Deadly Poison. Footwork. And then I'm going to set up one Bouncing Flask and hold Deflect in the other Bouncing Flask. So. And we got one dagger with more health. But that just means I can Corpse Explosion again, yeah? We're still intangible. This is the last turn of that, though. And since Repto decided not to summon, I can get both Bouncing Flasks on Repto next turn. So let's leg sweep here. Hold both of these. And hopefully we don't get attacked by Reptomancer this turn. Nice job, Reptomancer. On cue. I think this is fine though, because I can set up, dash, and backflip into it. And that means we take 4 potentially. I don't think I even need to take 4 though. Yeah, because I can just Survivor and play the other Bouncing Flask. And we win. Good Reptomancer fight. Went better than I expected it to. But it went well enough. Here, I can even attack you. Why not? Have some extra poison. Alright, Mob Bank is not horrible. Pretty... Actually, it's kind of horrible, isn't it? Maybe I wait, skip the next shop, and just wait with Mob Bank. I could still get 2 fires for my 2 upgrades. And I can get another elite if I go right. Let's do that. And I'm going to take this other footwork because, you know, dexterity's pretty good. Last I heard. Play Apotheosis, which is surely going to keep showing up on turn 1. That's definitely what's going to happen. I think I actually leg sweep the Spheric Guardian here. And Piercing Whale. And don't play more cards because I want to draw with Pocket Watch. Really nice find from the Calling Bell and that Pocket Watch. Pretty dope. Now, let's see. Being very aggro, aren't you guys? I think this is fine though. I'm going to use this Flex Potion, which isn't the greatest potion in this kind of a build. And that deals 26 damage. 36 perfectly kills the Repulsor. So that sounds like a thing to do. And we full block here. And even get to deal damage to the Spheric Guardian. And I'm going to neutralize them. Because we have another turn. Or another card I could play and still use Pocket Watch. And now I just get poisoned down and win, yeah? I sure hope. Let's see. This is 16 and this is more than 4. So yeah. Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, Alchemize. Ends the fight. And we got a Ghost again. Okay. We get to be super intangible today. I can't say I hate it. Not interested in any of these cards. Now's not the time nor the place for Grand Finale. Courier's cool. Make my money go a little bit farther. I really want this second elite. So I'm willing to take 2 combats here. We'll have a lot of money with the Mob Bank for Act 4. Which hopefully we'll be seeing today. Feels like we're getting pretty decent. Decently strong. Play this Dex Potion and footwork, alchemize. And don't break Pocket Watch. If we get Corpse Explosion down, this fight should be pretty easy. And we get Wraith Form this turn, that's good. Probably just take 3. Play Wraith Form, take 3. And not really any reason to play anything else. I guess I can strike one of the ones that has 46 health. We're going to Corpse Explosion this fight. Which should be pretty doable. With the Pocket Watch. We draw the rest of our deck in 2 turns here. So yeah, I can even Apotheosis to Corpse Explosion. And I guess... Ooh, that's not a good draw. I'm going to take 2 more here to get more poison down. To help ensure that we can actually get these guys killed before my intangible wears off. Now I'll play Well-Laid Plans. Dash. Strike there. Fight's over. Don't know why I played that neutralize. Yes, I do, because playing cards is fun. That's why I did it. I don't think I want a second deflect. Or a slice. Catalyst, please. Catalyst would be very nice. I can Nightmare Alchemize here and heal a bunch. Let's do that. Sounds like fun. Let's see. Let's just play Alchemize and Dash, I guess. And draw with Pocket Watch. Hopefully Ma's not going to be too mean to me here. He is mean sometimes, though. Yeah, with this draw especially. Yikes. Let's play Apotheosis to make room in hand. Then I'm going to neutralize. Oh, Wraith Form. Cool, cool, cool. Wraith Form's acceptable. Let's just play that. Sucks to miss the Well-Laid Plans, but we'll get back to those Alchemizes probably. Sure hope we do. This, I think, is just set up Corpse Explosion, play Bouncing Flask, and we have block coming next turn, so I don't care about Pocket Watch here. Just want to get poison started before we die. Here I'll leg sweep for the weekend, since Intangible's over. Which is scary. That's what Footwork's for, though. Let's see. Looks like I take a bit here. Let's use this potion now. Okay, the other Footwork. Cool. Maybe I don't take a bit here. Maybe we take very little. I can play 2 more cards, which means I want to dash and alchemize. A little bit of a scary Maw fight here. We get well-laid plans. I'm just going to play this colorless potion now. It's not that useful. Panic button that I can hold on to. That sounds like fun. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to backflip, alchemize, more awesome potions. Hold my panic button here, which is going to get me out of a big turn. Potentially this very turn. I don't think I need it just yet, though. God, rough draws, though. Lord. Just going to hold defend here. Okay. Play the Bouncing Flask. That means we win, yeah? Cool. Use this colorless potion. Mayhem. Yeah, who doesn't want a Mayhem? I just play the Alchemize and the other Bouncing Flask, and we win. Didn't even need my panic button. Here, I'll play Mayhem too, because that's funny. Alright. That's a lot of damage coming at my face, but thankfully, this stupid Maw is dead. And look, I can full block him anyway, so I don't even care. Alright, outmaneuver plus. Probably not. Don't think I need a skewer or a finisher. Let's fight an elite. We get the Nemesis. Being a jerk. Like he likes to do. But we have the boot. So I have the ultimate counter to Nemesis, right? Something like that. I'm thinking that I want to dash, neutralize, and then deflect. We're breaking Pocket Watch here. That's fine, though. I'm going to set up Nightmare. And I'll take 1 to get the Deadly Poison in play. Oh, never change Nemesis. I'm not using my Ghost. We have... I can't rest. God damn it. What we do... What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to heal all this health back by Nightmaring Alchemize in the next 2 fights. Is that going to work? I don't know. Might. Might not. Let's play Footwork. Oh, well-laid plans, that's great. Then I think I just defend twice. Hold, Alchemize, and Wraith Form. Okay. Get the Bouncing Flask down. Probably just Bouncing Flask leg sweep here. My best option. Continue waiting for Nightmare to let me heal a bunch of health. Ideally. This is a free turn with Piercing Wail. Let's take that. Do some boot damage. Sick boot value. I'm just going to defend because of the burn. Like to stop losing health if I could here. And if we don't draw Nightmare next turn, my plan is going to be foiled. Well, maybe not necessarily. It's not looking good, though. Leg sweep, defend, full blocks, yeah? Not quite. Guess that's what we're doing, though. Now footwork shows up. Let's set up the footwork. Feels weird. I'm clinging to hope that I'm going to get to do this and heal a bunch. We don't die this turn. We bottom deck the fucking Nightmare. Love this game so much. Played those slightly out of order. And yeah, we literally did bottom deck the Nightmare. That's okay, it's here now. So, drink this Flex Potion, play Alchemize. Hold Wraith Form for safety. Nothing bad can happen here. Because I can Wraith Form and Alchemize this turn. Little shit's out for blood too, isn't he? This is fine though. Just play the Blessing of the Forge. Alchemize. Survivor the Burn. Play Wraith Form. I have 3 more card plays. Alchemize. Gambler's Brew. All of this. Because why the hell not? And I can still play cards. Give me another potion for more health. And set up the Bouncing Flask. Why not? It's funny. It's funny to play it for 0. Now we win. So, I get to Bouncing Flask and kill. Leg Sweep. Lost a lot of health in that fight. But we also healed a decent chunk of it back. So, that's fine. Hopefully we can do that again in the next fight. And we get a Fossilized Helix, which is amazing. So, that is a distinct possibility here. I'm going to recall first, in case the worst happens and I do have to rest after this next fight. Because we can always just wait on Well-Laid Plans and get it upgraded with Apotheosis, right? Or I can Nightmare Well-Laid Plans and get a bunch of them. I'm going to use this Gambler's Brew now because I don't like this opening hand. So let's make it better. Yeah, that's much better. So now I can set up Bouncing Flask, backflip into it, play Bouncing Flask, and then just Deadly Poison, strike. Good enough for me. So, we get footwork, backflip, deflect, dash. Is that enough? We lose 12. I guess it's better than defend, huh? I think I still lose my buffer here. Oh, no, just barely save the buffer. Cool, cool. Doesn't feel like I'm going to be duping the Alchemize here. So what I'm going to do is just play the Alchemize, play the footwork, defend, Bouncing Flask, and we lose the buffer here even if I played Survivor. I'm just going to neutralize since we already broke Pocket Watch. And now I could Snake Oil. Could be a Snake Oil salesman. Already played Alchemize, right? Yeah. So, Leg Sweep, full blocks, Deadly, lets us win next turn. Okay. I might actually consider resting here. This did not go as well as I had hoped. I think we can afford to do that too. Can always just play Well-Laid Plans on Upgraded and be sad. But I want to get back to Act 4, so I'm going to rest. And we can always upgrade Well-Laid Plans in Act 4, assuming our health is okay. This is a very easy fight as long as we get Corpse Explosion down. I'm going to footwork, dash. We're going to focus on Donu here, even though it doesn't really matter since we're using Corpse Explosion. And then I guess just deflect, defend to take 0. Scary not getting any artifact off of him yet. Maybe we can do something about that though. Nightmare Alchemize. I think I'm going to do that. Nightmare Alchemize. I'm going to Snecko Oil. Which is scary. Oh. Well, my one Alchemize costs 3 now, but my other ones won't. Then I can Leg Sweep. Bouncing Flask. Okay, we got rid of the artifact off Donu. I can Survivor... I guess just Survivor Defend. Doesn't really matter which way I do that. I don't want to draw more with no energy. So, a little awkward. Rolled a couple 3 costs there with the Snecko Oils. To be expected, though. Here comes our Corpse Explosion. Definitely want to Apotheosis here. Is it Wraith form time? Feels like that might be a touch premature. Although I don't have Retain down, do I? Let's play Footwork and see if I can draw my Retain. We can. Okay. So that tells me that what I want to do is Well-Laid Plans. Alchemize. Not a useful potion. I'm going to wait on the other 2 Alchemizes so we can heal with them, since I am taking damage here. And I guess I'd rather have the weakness down for next turn. So let's do that way. Retain the Wraith form and the Corpse Explosion. Those are very important. And now, since I'm missing health, we'll use this Fire Potion on the Donut. We're going to Deadly Poison. Maybe I don't Deadly Poison. Just Corpse Explosion, Defend twice, hold Wraith form, and Deadly. Because I don't value the Bouncing Flasks here because they don't go on the target that I want necessarily. So, now we Alchemize. Weird. Don't know that I want that. God, this would be so much better with a Catalyst. Let's, How much am I blocking here? Pretty decent amount of block. We'll take a little bit. I'll keep healing with potions, though. Oh, Survivor. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Discard the shitty Alchemize that is probably not getting played. Then I want to dash. Dash full blocks, yeah. That means I can retain the deflect. And I already broke Pocket Watch, so might as well just play Strike here. Get that sweet, sweet boot value. Full block this turn. Probably use that potion now, yeah. Set up the Wraith form, right? Set up the Wraith form. And in fact, I can set up and draw into it right now. Play Bouncing Flask. Okay, decent. About as good as we could have asked for. 50%. Yeah, let's set up Wraith form, because I want that to be cheap. I'm going to use this potion. Give me a Discovery. Give me a Catalyst, please. That's fine. Dash is good. Take the dash. And I can play one more card this turn. We're full blocking. Let's just Alchemize. Regen potion. That's neat. I might try to save that for the next fight. And now I think get a couple more stacks of poison on Donu and we can just Wraith form here. So, Leg Sweep. No need to do the poison thing yet. We continue to full block. Going to continue to hold Deflect, Wraith form here. And draw more with Pocket Watch this turn. Feels like we can get past these guys at least. Gonna be really sad if we don't. Piercing Wail this turn. Feels right. That strength is starting to go up. Just spooky levels. Let's see. I can Bouncing Flask for 0. So might as well play that. And then I guess I dash, deflect here. Full blocks. Hold the cheaper defend in the Wraith form. There. Now I can just play Wraith form. So now I don't have to block anymore. We got through this fight. I guess I could try to get a different potion and heal the full. Sure, maybe there's a better potion out there. Yeah, that's the better one I was talking about. There's leg sweep here, doesn't really matter. Hold survivor backflip. Just waiting for the corpse explosion thing to happen. Doesn't even really matter what we do. I'll play bouncing flask for shits and giggles. And just defend. Hold survivor backflip. So nice to get an actual run going, where I don't just get absolutely dumpstered in the early game. Makes me feel a lot better about myself anyway. Maybe it's not as entertaining though. Maybe you guys like seeing me tilted. I understand. It's fun. Fun to see people lose their shit online. I've done plenty of that. Let's see. Definitely backflip here. I want to be kind of selective with my powers that I play. Feels like I just take damage here though. I'm going to corpse explosion and strike. Use the buffer this turn. Just really need to get the cultists out of here. And I think this actually might be our better matchup than Time Eater was. Than Time Eater would have been. Let's I guess I want the health from the potion, so I'll wait. Just awkward. Not being able to block this turn and having potion hitting, having poison hitting the exact wrong guy. But what did you expect? We're gonna heal with my alchemizes. And I'm surely going to duplicate. Great turn for Piercing Wail. It's a deadly poison down there. Then I'm going to backflip. I guess I can Apotheosis Deflect. Take a little bit more. But now I don't have to worry about the cultists anymore. Now I just have to worry about the boss here. Let's neutralize the Awakened one. Thinking about playing Corpse Explosion again on the cultist who's about to die. I mean, no reason not to, right? I don't want to dash here. Or I don't want to footwork here. So yeah, play that Corpse Explosion there. Deflect, dash the leader. It's a decent chunk of damage. 112. Now we leg sweep. Survivor. Full blocks. No reason to play more cards. Just draw with the pocket watch. And then I can set up Wraith form here. Seems like a pretty good thing to do. And then we backflip twice. Let's use this potion now for health. Enlightenment, huh? Give me Discovery. How many card plays do I have left? I'm full blocking, so I can play Discovery. Give me another Bouncing Flask, sure. I'll play that. And then I think I just alchemize here. Or I wait and try to Nightmare Alchemize. It's going to be hard. It is going to be hard. So play Alchemize. Sucks that I can't retain Wraith form yet. That's happening soon though, I promise. Not soon enough though. Yikes. Let's just use this attack potion, I guess. Not the most useful potion. Get some choke damage in there. And it feels like I should probably play Well-Laid Plans. This is going very poorly. We haven't been drawing very well. Give me a defense card. You did, but I can't play it. It's going to have to be fine. At least I can retain Nightmare now. We can win this with Nightmare Wraith form if need be. And it's increasingly looking like need will be. Yeah. Let's do that. Sounds like fun to me. So. Like to not do it yet, though. Let's backflip here. Neutralize is good. Hold Nightmare in Wraith form. I can do it if I have to. I'd like to kill him first, if possible. Might mean taking a little bit more damage. We don't care, though, right? This is enough turns of intangible that, yeah, holding the 2 bouncing flasks is actually the better option here. So, Nightmare Wraith form, play Wraith form, play bouncing flask. Yeah, I think I do need to play one here. And then we'll hold the other. I should have played the worse one, though, because I didn't need that much poison. Okay, so now let's set up that other bouncing flask. And I'm just going to play one more Wraith form here. And I guess I'll play 2 since I have a bouncing flask to hold. I'm going to take a little chip damage here. But I think, what is that? 12 turns of intangible should be enough. Can also play footwork, because why not? And we just bouncing flask. I'm going to defend, hold deflect. There's nothing else I really care about retaining. And I think we're just going to kill before our intangible runs out. As long as we keep playing our poison cards, we should be good. Just dash there for a little bonus damage. Don't even need to hold deflect anymore. It doesn't do anything. Play footwork, though. Then it does something. Yeah, let's block this. Once again, play bouncing flask. And I guess I might as well just play this Wraith form. Hold better cards. I think he's dead in 8 turns, even if I don't hit him with any more poison. So we're good. Set up choke. Sure. Let's have some fun today. See, I don't block anything anymore. Which actually is a little scary. But I don't think he can do 17 more hits in the next 2 turns. And look, I can even block with leg sweep. Play bouncing flask. Looks like we're going back to Act 4. Which makes me very happy. Hold strike since defends do nothing. And maybe we can kill this turn. Save a little bit of health. Looks like we can. Oops. Except I played the wrong card. That's funny. It's okay. Take 3 more damage here. So, I have Nightmare and Wraith form. I have a Ghost in the Jar. We have a lot of money going into this last shop. Just dash there. I don't know why. I'd say we have a decent chance of getting another victory. Now, obviously, it would be a lot better if we had Catalyst. But maybe there's a Catalyst sitting, waiting in this shop for us here. Or maybe we'll get an Ori and I can find 5 Catalysts in there. Or maybe we're going to have to make do with what we have. Which we definitely have enough poison to kill the heart even without Catalyst. Catalyst just makes it really easy. And yeah, I'm going to rest over upgrade well-laid plans. Was this the meal ticket run? It was not, in fact, the meal ticket run. Yeah, that health's more important to me, I think. We have Apotheosis. We have Ice Cream. Ice Cream's pretty wild. Poison Potion's actually pretty good. I can have a Burst. We can have Twisted Funnel. Can have all kinds of cool stuff. Definitely give me Funnel. Definitely give me Burst. I want Ice Cream. Who doesn't want Ice Cream? Oh, Tungsten Rod. Fuck the Poison Potion. Give me Tungsten Rod. Because that makes us completely invincible with Wraith form. So we can just Nightmare that Wraith form. And be completely immune to damage. For 12 turns. 13 if you count the Ghost in the Jar. That seems worth it to me. So, and that leaves me a open potion slot to potentially alchemize. Look at this. This is a wild turn 1. It's the best way to do it, though. With no retain, is it ever just Nightmare Wraith form? And then set one up? Take 5 here, lose our buffer, but be intangible for 12 turns? Seems worth it to me. It's a shame I don't have like Lantern or something to allow me to play both of these. But I think just Nightmare Wraith form is the answer. And then I could still set up Wraith form. Yeah, set up Wraith form to get a freebie. And this defend does nothing, so I'll just play footwork. Yeah? Because the defend blocks 5, which it does actually fully block one of these hits. But I think it still depletes a buffer when a 6 gets reduced to a 1. So, play footwork, draw a shitload, have a handful of Wraith forms, including a 0-cost one, which we're going to play right now. And then I think I just want to... we play a Wraith form. Let's neutralize... Yeah, because I want poison to hit as much as possible here. Nice job, poison. Maybe that's fine. Corpse Explosion the shield? We could always burst Corpse Explosion on the shield. No reason to block. We're immune to damage here. Sucks to not get my retain. Hopefully we get back to these cards we need in time, though. Alright, there's Alchemize. Definitely going to use that now. Weak Potion is kind of worthless. We haven't seen Burst and Corpse Explosion yet. That's good, I guess. No reason to play any of these cards. In fact, I should have played one less card there for the draw from the Pocket Watch. Bad turn for Burst. Bad turn in general. We draw everything next turn. This is getting scary. Yeah, we take a lot here. Maybe. I have a lot of energy to use. Let's see. Really sucks not being able to Corpse Explosion the spear in this fight. We definitely play well-laid plans, yeah. Then I footwork and backflip. Maybe we can block this a little bit. Oh, cool. We got Wraith form. Alright. Now I think I don't care. We'll Corpse Explosion. The one who's almost dead. I can even set up a Wraith form here. Might as well. Keep staying immune to damage. Hold Bouncing Flask, deflect. Looks like we get through this fight. Yeah. So I can burst Bouncing Flask. Hopefully it doesn't hit only the spear. Play Wraith form because it's fun. And we win. Alright, that went really well. And I think I prefer a weak potion to a strength potion. We're not really doing physical damage. And I don't want these cards. Nice tight 30-card deck here. Maybe we can get a victory. Not the most encouraging turn 1. Although I can backflip to maybe make it better. Didn't get a lot better. We have Ghost in a Jar, though. I can always use that if I need it. Really sucks to not draw Apotheosis or well-laid plans. So I think I just Bouncing Flask here. An end turn. We have a lot of bonus draw with the Pocket Watch and the Ink Bottle being set up. Which I totally did on purpose. We got big hit turn 1, which is very nice. That means I can just backflip here. And we full block with the buffer. I do need to leg sweep first, though, because I need this extra block to not lose the buffer here. So we leg sweep, Apotheosis. Is it worth using the weak potion here to get alchemized down? Good question. It honestly might be worth stop playing cards here to draw more, to pocket watch, and save energy for next turn. I think that's the decision I'm going to make. Tempting to play this deadly poison, or even the slimed. I think I'd rather draw with pocket watch, though. We want to get burst. We want to get nightmare. We want to get well-laid plans. And there's a potential where I could, like, nightmare footwork twice with burst. That's wild. That's a lot of decks. Then we could just block conventionally and not even use Wraith form. Regardless, I'm going to spend the buffer here. Save the ghost for later. And yeah, I don't think I want to set up anything. Just draw with pocket watch. So, we take nothing this turn, thanks to the buffer. We get pretty solid turn here. I'll take a little bit to Beat of Death. I'm fine with that. Guess I'm fine with that, yeah. Let's, oh wait, no I don't. Oh no, I take 1 from Beat of Death because of Tungsten Rod. Alright. Forgot what Ascension I was on here for a second. Is it worth playing Burst, Deflect, Defend for 15 health here? I'm gonna say no. Let's hold the play the Defend. Hold the Deflect and the Burst here. Continue saving energy. Kick the can down the road a little bit. We take 9 here. That's fine. There's Nightmare. So I could, in fact, Nightmare Footwork if I wanted to. Twice with Burst. Which is pretty silly. Let's see. And I can burst Nightmare and burst Corpse Explosion. Sounds like my best option for getting poison started here. The other thing to do is to just burst, you know, hold on to Nightmare. And I could burst Nightmare Wraith form. Which, yeah, that's a win condition. Especially with Tungsten Rod. I think that is what I'd rather do. So we're going to take 1 damage to play. I don't need to take damage here. Play the Deflect first. Play the Footwork. Just play Corpse Explosion. Neutralize. And strike, I guess? Yeah, we already broke Pocket Watch. And then I'm just going to hold Burst and Nightmare. Try to do this like a spooky ghost. It's an easy way to do things. This is probably just... Do I even need to Piercing Wail this? I could just triple defend, Bouncing Flask. That takes a tiny bit. I think I'm good with that though. Yeah. Defend, 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 Bouncing Flask. Take a little bit of damage. Get poison increasing. And hold the Burst Nightmare. We never die next turn because we have Ghost in a Jar if I need it. There's a Wraith form. So, what I can do is I can burst Nightmare on Wraith form. And then I can also burst, what, Deadly Poison? Seems like the thing to do here. So, burst Nightmare on Wraith form 2 times. And then, yeah, also burst the Deadly Poison. And use a Ghost in a Jar. Hold Wraith form, I guess. Bouncing Flask. Doesn't matter a lot. I think we're good here. Yeah, this is a few turns of Intangible, we'll say. A few. I guess is what I would call it. I'm actually not going to play one yet, though. I'm just going to Bouncing Flask first. Because we do need this poison to tick off. A little bit. And let's play the Slimed. No, actually, I want to play 2 Wraith Forms next turn. Who needs to play Slimed? I certainly don't. So this is about as free of a win as you can get in this game. Is what I'm doing right now. So we play Wraith Form. We cease taking damage for the rest of the fight. I'm going to set up a Wraith Form so I can play a cheap one later. Let's play this one now, though. And I can dupe pot a Wraith Form. That sounds like fun. So, now we just wait. I know it says that there's 15 damage coming in, but because of Tungsten Rod, there is not, in fact, 15 damage coming in. I can even leg sweep. I don't need to. Might as well just backflip looking for my Wraith Forms and my poison cards and save energy. Dupe pot a Wraith Form is hilarious. Seems a bit unnecessary. It is funny, though. And I like funny. Let's Bouncing Flask first here. Make sure we have the damage for a few more turns. Play that Wraith Form. Hold these 2. 10 more turns of Intangible. So we could actually survive this heart for a lot longer. Here, let's dupe pot a Wraith Form. I have 0 decks. Well, not yet. I will have 0 decks, but what do I care? This is the power of Wraith Form. Being a spooky ghost works great in this game. And it's really nice. I feel great that I'm getting back in the win column here. Because that was a tough 7 or 8 or however many fucking losses in a row it was over the last 3 episodes. It was more than I care to remember, let's say. Here, have a strike, you stupid heart. And yeah, this is our last turn here. Bouncing Flask. Didn't even play my last Wraith Form. Yeah, I did. Let's play it right now. Throw a weak potion. Get my health up here. And stop retaining cards because we win. Alright, that was a fun run. We got really strong. And even without Catalyst, the poison was enough. 7 copies of Wraith Form and a Ghost in the Jar. That's a lot of Intangible. But yeah, we're going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.